Reading for January 9th, Science of Mind, A Philosophy, a Faith, a Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. Reading from page 66, paragraph 2, through page 68, paragraph 2, using inclusive language. Describing the infinite. Any account of creation, however brief, implies first of all a universal intelligence which is omniscient, all-knowing. We call this intelligence God. In philosophy, the word reality is used. In science, the word principle. The reality of philosophy, the principle of science, and the God of religion all have much the same meaning, the nature of the universe in which we live. We describe it as God, spirit, reality, truth, absolute intelligence. Absolute intelligence. We believe in an absolute intelligence because such an intelligence is manifest through the universe in which we live. Wherever we look, we see it at work, whether it be the intelligence of an atom or the convolutions of thought operating through the brain of a Socrates or an Einstein. Consequently, we state our first principle as an absolute intelligence. It is impossible for thought, whether it be philosophic, scientific, or religious, and these are the founts from which we gather knowledge, to deny such intelligence. We believe in an absolute intelligence and an absolute consciousness. We are in the universe and we are conscious, so we have reason to believe that consciousness exists. Creation means the giving of form to the substance of mind or spirit. Spirit being all and only, there is nothing for it to change into but itself. Therefore, it is the changeless, within which must take place all change or manifestation of itself. The infinite of itself is formless, but within it all contained are the forms which give expression to its consciousness. Spirit is the limitless within which is all space. Spirit is timeless within which is all time. Creation and experience are eternally going on, but any particular experience is measured by time and has a beginning and an end. In the beginning of any creative series, there is an absolute intelligence alone, pure spirit, all-inclusive, everywhere, and infinite. This all spirit could not have the impulse to move unless it were conscious. Therefore, spirit is the power that knows itself. The account of creation, which says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth," does not refer to a time when there was no creation, but rather to the process of an eternal creation, which is a continual manifestation of spirit. An eternal creation is proved by the fact that we must suppose spirit to be conscious intelligence, and there can be no conscious intelligence unless it is conscious of something. Spirit is conscious and must be conscious of something. Therefore, it must always create. What a glorious concept is such an idea of an eternal creative principle. There is no stagnation in spirit, nor should there be any in our idea of spirituality. To be spiritual is to create. The spirit is alive, conscious, aware, and active. A deep inquiry. If we were to examine the basic principles of the religions of the world, we would find a great similarity. Each points to one central life, from whose self-existence all draw their livingness, and without which nothing could exist. The Christian religion gives more value to the individual life than do most of the others. That is why it has made such an appeal to the more vital races of the world. In many respects, the Christian Bible is the greatest book ever written and does truly point a way to eternal values. But it is only one explanation and cannot be considered the only light on religion, for there are many others whose combined teachings weave the story of truth into a complete and unified pattern. The deep thinkers of antiquity, as well as the philosophers of all ages, have meditated long and earnestly upon the nature of the divine being, knowing that there could be but one ultimate reality back of all things. They have pondered deeply as to the nature of that reality, and it is significant that most of the great thinkers have arrived at similar conclusions.